Greetings to you all. I'm going to present my project proposal on SDG 16 Transparent Portal, which is an AI enhanced government data accessibility and accountability interface. So let's start with the problem selection. Uh, the problem selection. The real problem that is there is that the government data exists, but it is often fragmented across departments. It is published in non-searchable formats, such as PDFs, scans, etc. And it is difficult for citizens to interpret this data. This is because it is in non-searchable formats, so it will be hard for citizens to find it because it will be scattered in different places and sites, so it will be difficult for you to access it. It will be only accessible to people who are directly attached to it, and also it is accessible only to experts. uh, this creates low public trust because if the citizens doesn't have enough data to analyze and see the performance and accountability of the programs that are being done by the government institutions and entities. It brings less trust. But if they can see it clearly, they have access to it, they can have trust on what they trust what you don't see. So it brings low public trust, it weak accountability. It's hard to make someone accountable for what you have no evidence of, for what you really don't know. In order for you to make someone accountable, you need to know what he or she is doing. This can only be done if you have access to the data provided. There is also barriers to civic participation and data inequality. Why it matters now? It matters because open data mandates are increasing. Citizen demands transparency. In this era we are in, citizens they need transparency on how funds are being used, what are the government employees doing in the government department, and how are they doing it, and how things are flowing. So that's why we are looking for a transparency portal where everyone can have access to the data provided by the government entities. And then AI can finally makes complex data understandable. It converts data that is scattered, it converts it into PDFs, scans, so that everyone can understand it clearly when it is compiled together rather than when it is scattered in such a way that only experts can access it. And then who is affected? The citizens are affected most because they are the ones who can hold public entities accountable. Uh, Journalists are also affected, civil society organizations, policy analysts, and small businesses. So the SDG alignment, it is aligned on SDG 16.6, which is to develop effective, accountable, and transparent institutions. SDG 16.10, which ensures public access to information. Or technical solution. A transparent portal that ingests datasets, budget, procurement projects. Uh, we are going to create a portal that brings together the government datasets, which are budgets, procurement, and the projects that the public entities are planning to conduct in the future. They are brought to the public through the transparency portal. We are going also to it helps also to cleanse and structures data in such a way that it is understood by everyone without facing challenges or hurdles in understanding the data that has been provided by the government entities. uh, we're going also it is going to use AI to summarize and explain the data and also to determine the anomalies that are there on government entities and also on the data provided by the entities. It provides a simple searchable public interface as well. This is the format or the architecture of our portal. How is it going to flow? We come from raw government data that has been provided to data cleaning and structuring. The raw data that has been collected on different sites and places, it is going to be cleaned and structured in such a way that it is understood. uh, from structuring, we will go to the algorithmic analysis, and also we go to the AI interpreter rather than expecting a physical interpreter. We're going to have an AI interpreter on the interpretation layer, which helps the data to be interpreted clearly to everyone, regardless of the location. And then we finally go to the citizen facing transparency portal or the technical components on our portal. So data ingestion, which is budget allocations, procurement contracts, public expenditure reports, and project timelines. Data processing and algorithms. Here, the data is going to be normalized and categorized so that it is understood easily. Time series and trends analysis, outlier detection, unusual spending spikes, aggregation by ministry, region, or year. Algorithms used. We're going to use statistical anomaly detection, rule-based threshold clustering. These are, and then the AI layer. It is used only where it adds value, not for decoration. Natural language summaries. For example, in 2024, the Ministry of Health spent 18% above its allocated budget, mainly emergency procurement. If the data is shared on the transparency portal app, it is going to highlight anomalies that are happening on government entities and government ministries. From the example given above, given there, uh, you can see the detection from the data that has been supplied. It can detect where there is over expenditure from the allocated budget if you have been allocated. So from this example, you can see it is telling us that there is 18% expenditure above the allocated budget. So this helps to correct this problem, this anomaly in future. It helps you to follow, because if you wait for human analysis, it will take time. Sometimes you might not detect it, but if it is done automatically through the AI system, it's quick and faster. Uh, it helps to determine what changed, why it matters, and where to look deeper. There's also citizen questions and answers interface. How much was spent on roads in my province? Which ministry exceeded its budget? Shingom. Uh, from there we go to the user interface. Here there is a clean dashboard. Filters, yes, section, region. Visuals, bar charts, sound lines, plain language explanations. Audience face design, no technical jargon, mobile friendly, accessibility focused. From there we go to the educational design, on the teachability of this project. How we are going to treat this project: learning flow, transparency as a civic problem, data as a public good, algorithms for pattern detection, AI for interpretation, no authority, ethics, bias, and misuse risks. Key teaching strength: converts abstract governance into tangible systems, shows how AI supports democracy, balances power and responsibility, encourage critical questioning of outputs. Learner engagement: find a suspicious spending pattern. It helps to find the suspicious spending pattern, rewrite AI summaries for clarity, debate false positives versus accountability. And there is the assessment design. Students must add new datasets, improve anomaly detection, explain findings in non-technical languages, and identify ethical risks. Impact and scalability: immediate impact. It increases public data usability, has reduced information asymmetry, empowered civic oversight. Scalability: municipal, national, regional, NGOs and watchdogs groups, open data ecosystems. And then sustainability: modular data sources, policy agnostic architecture, long-term relevance. Success metrics: number of datasets accessed, query success rate, citizen engagement metrics, identified anomalies reviewed, ethical considerations, avoid false accusations, transparency of algorithms, clear disclaimers, human on top of the reviews. And here are the required deliverables for This a live demo, reingestion, AI summary generation, photo walkthrough, repository, modular, code-based documentation, ethical guidelines. Well, from there, go to the lesson outline. Module title AI for public accountability. This will be the module title. The impact statement. This system transforms government data from static into public knowledge. Thank you.